What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another reaction video. I made a reaction video of greatest fights in hockey history, and a lot of people loved that video and they wanted me to make a video about the unwritten rules in fights and retribution in hockey, which I did, and I'm actually getting curious, and I want to watch this sport some more, but I want to understand. So I'm going to be reacting to the rules in ice hockey, watch a couple of games, do my research, and then before I select the team I'm going to support. And obviously I'm not going to run and pick a team that's on top or something, I'll find the right balance. I kind of see the style that they play and the type of players and stuff like that. But I'm still doing my research. But anyway, let's get into this video, the rules of ice hockey, because I don't know too much. All I know about this game is, I think it's 5-a-side, trying to put it's not a ball, that circle thing into the net, and I know about the rules of engagement. I know they have like penalty boxes, I think. I'm not too sure, but let's see.
Nin explains the rules of ice hockey. The object of the game is for your team to score more goals than the opposing team. To score a goal, a player must hit the puck, which is a 4-inch disc of rubber, completely across the goal line and into the goal. If the puck doesn't cross the line, it doesn't count. The ice surface is 200 feet by 85 feet in North America and 60 meters by 30 meters internationally. The game starts with a face-off, where the puck is dropped between two opposing players at center ice. A face-off is used to restart play and can happen at one of the 8 other face-off dots on the ice. Ice hockey is played with 2 teams of 20, with 6 players on the ice at any one.
Wait, hold on. 6 players, 2 teams of 20. Okay, so 6 players on the ice. I said 5, 6. And then when I said at the start of the video, I said penalty boxes. I meant those face-off dots. I thought I was calling those penalty. Face-off dots. Okay. 20 players per team, 6 players on the ice. Okay, cool.
They consist of 3 forwards, 2 defenders, and 1 goalie. There's an unlimited amount of substitutions in this game, and they can happen at any time. The game is played in 3 20-minute periods for a total playing time of 60 minutes. High score at the end of time wins. It sounds easy enough to understand, and it's the most simplistic way of looking at it, but ice hockey is filled with things that you can and cannot do. And should you break one of these rules, you will serve a time penalty, leaving your team with 1 less player and your opponents with a man advantage. The team with a man advantage is on the power play, and this makes it easier to score a goal as there is 1 less player to defend the net.
Fair enough.
The team with a man in the penalty box is on the penalty kill, and usually they defend like crazy until the time of the penalty expires. The length of time of penalty depends on the infraction made. These minor infractions result in 2-minute minor penalties. When a goal is scored by a team on the power play, the penalty time is cut short, and the player is let out of the penalty box. These major infractions result in 5-minute major penalties. Unlike minor penalties, a major penalty has to be served in full, even if the other team scores. And these misconduct infractions result in 10-minute misconduct penalties. As with a major penalty,
Wait, what's gonna be 10 minutes on any unsportsmanlike conduct towards referee or the linesman? Okay, fair enough. Any minor penalty with intent to injure.
Infractions result in 10-minute misconduct penalties. As with a major penalty, the player has to serve the full 10 minutes in full, even if the other team scores. There is one other infraction, the game misconduct, which results in a player being ejected from the entire game.
The entire game, what does that mean?
There's a few other rules you'll need to understand before going to a game. For example...
Wait, you didn't tell us. What is the player misconduct that can get you kicked out for the entire game? Because if you harass an official, that's 5 minutes, or that's 10 minutes, right? So what could actually get you kicked out?
Penalty shot. A penalty shot is awarded to a player if they've been obstructed before they can shoot. The shooter will start from centre ice and try and score against the defending goalie. Only 1 shot is allowed, so the shooter must make it count. Offside. The puck must completely cross your opponent's blue line before any other players on your team. If a player crosses the blue line before the puck, it's offside and results in a face-off in your end of the ice. This is to prevent you keeping players in front of the opposing goalie for the entire game.
Fair enough.
Icing. Icing is where you shoot the puck across 2 red lines, the red centre line and your opponent's goal line. If you're caught icing, this will result in a face-off being taken at your end of the ice. This rule is to prevent teams from just dumping the puck and making it a boring game. Draw or tie. In international rules, if both teams at the end of 3 periods have the same amount of goals, the game is ended and it's awarded as a draw or a tie. Overtime. In North American rules, if the game is tied after 3 periods, there is sudden death overtime period, meaning that if a goal is scored during this period, the game is over.
Of course, like NBA, you're not going to end an NBA game in a draw. You're not going to have an NFL game ending in a draw. You probably have soccer ending in a draw, but you know, soccer didn't originate from the US, from Northern America, so that makes sense. There's always going to be a winner in most American sports, so that makes sense.
Shootouts. If this game is still tied after the overtime period, a shootout commences. Each team will have 3 shooters. The team with the best out of 3 shots will win the game. If after 3 shooters the game is still tied, it moves to a sudden death shootout, meaning that the next goal, without reply...
But the shootout is, so it's like a soccer game where you have a penalty shootout, but the difference is that the penalty, the ball isn't moving, it's just stationary, and then you put it in a particular spot, and then you kick. But this one, they can go closer with the puck. Fair enough.
Wins. That's a lot to take in, but as you watch or play ice hockey, the rules will become second nature.
It is. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it's a lot to take in, but I mean, the more I watch, the better I'm gonna understand it. So yeah, I'm gonna be watching more videos and probably reacting to it if you guys like this video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content and you want me to keep making more, and I'll see you in the next video.